name is Mei-Hui Liu, and I'm a fashion designer, which I have my upcycled fashion for the past 25 years. I'm also a curator, artist, and creative producer for the film Castle with Pandemonium. And thank you for having me. So about 7 years ago, I started to make a documentary film with artist Tim Yip. He's the Oscar winner for Hidden Crouching Tiger. And we met many years ago, and somehow I introduced Tim to East London. And then also introduced the first artist, Daniel Lismo, to Tim Yip. Then somehow Tim got really inspired and got really wow when he met Daniel, and he wanted to do this ongoing documentary film about all the East London character artists like Gilbert George, to Daniel, to all the subculture. And because I'm based in East London for the past 25 years, I live and work, and I have my shop, and I curate lots of East London subculture, bringing young talent, artists, film, music, fashion, art, all kind of talent together. So somehow the journey with Tim, with Love Infinity, was an ongoing project. So every time we come to London, I will take him around, we go to film what's happening at the moment and interview all the artists. So Pandemonium has been involved in the documentary film from the very beginning. But like he said, you always feel like he just always in and out. There's no narrative or story about him, what he is, actually so talented, so creative. And I think many years later, when we came out with this idea, we thought it'd be really good to do something that actually to show Pandemonium's talent and let people see actually he's not just going out dressing up like this, because he's a really incredible talented intellectual artist in my vision. And I think that's why we decided to put this little short film together. And I kind of find a musician of mine in Taiwan, and I put the music together, and it was kind of a collaboration, and it worked really well. So it was really exciting and very rewarding project. So I started my brand about more than 25 years ago, just in Portobello Market, Camden, Spitalfield, and it was all handmade, upcycled by myself. Purely, I just love vintage textile, vintage fabric. So I kind of rework and recycle all the vintage dress, vintage textile, and old fabric that I seen. So at the beginning, I was more making for myself to wear, and then I didn't expect that people would like it. And then more, I get clients come to Portobello, to all the market, buy my clothes, and start to wholesale to Japan and all around the world. And then I opened my first boutique on Fashion Street in East London. But then my kind of growing my business, and then then you have to start to produce and find more studio, find more people to help, and employ more people to work. So I think I've gone through that very early day, and then I realized it's not really, like what I really enjoy. And then I closed my shop and stopped wholesale, and I just become more like working in my studio, making everything still made in-house, one of the kind, made to measure. And I continue to do exhibitions around the world, all related to sustainability or to any slow fashion. And meanwhile, I always curate a festival that I bring sustainable designer or people like me. I'm making one of the kind bespoke, made to measure, and bring all this talent together, become festival to all around the world. And I guess now the way I show my clothes, that I don't really thinking about selling, but I want people to have experience, to able to dress up and have the experience. They can wear my clothes or either they can borrow, but then, if they're damaged, they still always bring back to me, and I remake, rework, and recycle after 25 years. So I have a client still come back to me with old dresses or with their children, and that's the way I kept my sustainability and of my work. Yeah.